Now class third C. Class third C. Subject GSC and date. Date is 16/12/2020. And we are studying lesson 10 measurement. Lesson 10 measurement. So in this lesson we have studied about the aim, first pre-reading questions, then aim, then measurement of the length. We have studied, and today we are going to study measurement of mass. Measurement of mass. Measurement of mass. Measurement of mass. How mass is measured? You are familiar to the balance. You are purchasing vegetables from the market. You are purchasing wheat, purchasing rice, and other things you are purchasing, and which shopkeepers give you according to weight, as purchasing the wood, that is 2 kg or 3 kg etc. Purchasing the sugar having 1 kg, 2 kg and so on, and purchasing vegetables as potato having 1 kg, 2 kg etc. etc. So we purchase these things and the weight. So gram is the standard unit to measure weight or mass. Gram is the standard unit to measure weight or mass. A weighing machine or balance is used to measure mass. In earlier days, grains and seeds were used to weigh things. Soon after, stones replaced the grains for weighing general goods. But these weights differ from time to time. You are purchasing things from the market. So for sometimes, as you are purchasing the vegetables, for some time shopkeepers having some bricks, pieces of bricks or some stones, and he is telling he has no weight, so he keeping at one side as telling that it is of the 500 gram or the 200 or the 1 kg. But when it is continuously used, its weight reduces. So, but these weights differ from time to time. That is, you see some balance are given here. You see here, one is, you see, this is in your book. This is pan balance, you are familiar. This is the beam balance. You use this for purchasing of the gold, etc. And this is the spring balance, and this is the weighing machine. Nowadays, these weighing machines are used for the purchasing of the or the gold, etc., etc. And other things also for the purchasing other things. These weighing machines are used nowadays. So, smaller masses are measured in grams and milligrams. Suppose you are purchasing the vegetables or the sugarcane, you purchase 500 gram, 250 gram, etc., etc. But when you purchase some precious metals like gold, you purchase as the milligram, 5 mg, 10 mg, etc., etc. So, smaller masses are measured in grams and milligrams. Large masses are measured in kilograms. Large masses, just like you purchase the sugar of the 10 kg, 1 kg. So, it is not measured in the grams or the milligrams, it is measured in the kilograms. Gram is written as the G, milligram is written as the mg, and kilogram is written as kg. So, if it is the gram it is written as the G, and next one is the milligram. Milligram is written as the mg, and kilogram is written as the kg. These are the short form. We are not writing completely as the gram. Simply as we are written 250 gram and 250 milligram. It is a very big unit. So, as in 5 mg, and here 2 kg. It means it is written as in 250 gram. It is 5 milligram, and it is as in 2 kg means 2 kilograms. So, these are the short forms we are generally writing in this way. Activity, one activity is given. You can do this activity at your home. Measure your weight on a weighing machine. If you have weighing machine, then you can do this activity. You plant there, in the school it is available. We can do this activity here in the school. So, measure your weight on a weighing machine. Write down the weight and date in your notebook. Repeat it after a month. Are you putting on weight or losing? Discuss with your parents. So, in activity, what you have to do? You take a weighing machine and measure your weight and note down in your notebook. And after a few days, again you measure your weight and note down this weight also. Now you compare the previous weight or the current weight. Any difference is there? By this way you can find whether your weight is increasing or decreasing. So, in this way you can do. Now, next, measurement of capacity, measurement of capacity. So capacity enables us to know how much a container can hold. Measuring vessels are used to measure capacity. So next we have to study about the measurement of capacity. After mass, measurement of capacity. And when you purchase oil, you ask the shopkeeper to give the oil as the 2 liter, 1 liter, or the if you need a little amount, you ask at the ml, 500 ml, 200 ml. In this way, liquids are measured as the liters or the milliliters. So capacity enables us to know how much a container can hold. Measuring vessels are used to measure capacity. You see some measuring vessels. Some measuring vessels are given here. So these are the measuring vessels. This is measuring vessels. These are the measuring. You are familiar to this measuring vessel. This also and this also it is used when you purchase the kerosene oil or the petrol from the shopkeeper. So it is generally it contains the capacity is the 1 liter. Any type capacity of the 5 liter. So in this way various vessels are used. Liter is the standard unit to measure capacity or volume. Liquids like water, milk, kerosene, petrol and diesel are measured in liters and milliliters. Bigger volumes of liquids are measured in liters. Smaller volumes or liquids are measured in the milliliters. Liter is written as L and milliliter as the ml. So here liter written as the L and the milliliter as milliliter written as the ml. Suppose they are purchasing the milk 2 liter and 15. In this we are written as the 2 liter of milk and the 2L and the 50 ml. In this way we are written as the liter as the L and milliliter as the ml. We are writing in this way. So thank you. That's for today. Next day we will study about the measurement of the time. Thank you. That's for today.